back. This is a CNN News 18 exclusive. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma spoke to CNN News 18's Payal Mehta. His first interview to the media since the border clash in July. He says he is committed to peace at the border with Mizoram and the spirit of the Northeast will prevail. Listen in to that exclusive interview.
Joining us right now on a very, very important issue is the Assam Chief Minister, who is going to be speaking to the media for the first time since the Assam-Mizoram clashes broke out on the 26th of July. Sir, for the benefit of our viewers, if you could just tell us what really led to those clashes of the 26th of July.
Actually, the recent conflict was dated back to month of November. Since then, there are ongoing tussle between Assam and Mizoram regarding a place what we call inner line forest. So Mizoram feels that historically that forest belongs to them. Assam is of the opinion that constitutionally that forest is within the territory of Assam. So that is the core of the dispute which was going on since long. From the last year, September, October, this has gone a bit a step forward. We tried to settle it, but could not settle it among us, and unfortunate things has happened on 26th.
It's a very, very difficult situation to be in, because 6 policemen getting killed, one state police attacking the others, completely unheard for. What would have resulted in this kind of a clash?
Actually, it was for those who are reporting for Northeast, or those who are knowing about the history of this conflict. So it is not new. Even in Assam and Nagaland, we have seen this kind of conflict in 2014. Both the police forces fought from we can speak amne samne. So that happens in 1985, that happened in 1989. So every 4-5 years these clashes flared up, and obviously when there is a dispute, both the side police has to come in front. Sometimes civilian we have more casualty from civilian, sometimes we have more casualty from police. So far in this kind of border conflict, Assam lost 180 citizens, and I am telling you this story from 1985. So from 1985 till today, we lost 180 citizens, which include police. So it is not completely unheard, although it is unfortunate.
Also, the way in which we've seen these clashes really go, we've seen policemen being killed, we've seen people being injured. The fact that the Mizoram Chief Minister and you were constantly engaged in a Twitter battle, do you think that really...
Actually, it is not a Twitter battle, because in media it it sums up like Twitter battle. It was not Twitter battle. On that fateful day, I and Mizoram Chief Minister, we were on phone not less than 12 times during that period of 4 hours. We are constantly on phone. It is not that we are battling on Twitter. Both of us, we are talking not less than 12 times, maybe it is more. And in between, Union Home Minister was also talking to us on phone during that point of time when actually gun battle was going on. So Twitter, actually it is one part of the story, because if somebody uploads something on Twitter, so for the perception you have to reply or you have to endorse, but it is not that you are busy in Twitter battle. Actually you are walking, and because you are talking with Mizoram Chief Minister, you are talking with Union Home Minister, things has not gone beyond a point.
Your critics say basically that it happened one day after the Home Minister left from the Northeast region, and they basically say that you were more like the Assam Chief Minister and you forgot the fact that you are the NEDA chief as well.
It is not a question of NEDA and all. People try to simplify everything. this is a conflict which was going on till September, from September. And already few meetings took place at the level of Union Home Secretary, few MOU were signed between the states. So this tension was going on. So somebody was not reporting that, that is a different story, but that tension was going on. There was economic blockade. I mediate between both the state. But NEDA is a political platform. When Congress was in Nagaland and Assam, then also both the state fought. It is not about politics, it is about states' border. So every state try to defend their own border in the event of conflict. So I don't know where from NEDA comes.
Right. And would you agree, because we've heard your policemen really come out and speak, we've heard politicians from the region come out and speak, and they say that the action that you've taken, the great action that you've taken against the drug cartel, in a way could be responsible for what we are seeing?
I do not want to comment anything, because ultimately one thing is very, very clear. When we fought ourselves, the spirit of Northeast get killed. So for us, it is important to keep the spirit of Northeast alive, because you share a common geographic area, you have great tourism potential, you have to talk with each other every time whenever you want to increase a bit of tax on petrol, whenever somebody thinks one crime happened, the person goes to the other state, then you have to talk to the home minister of the other state. Then if I goes to my state, Barak Valley, through Meghalaya, so if they have to talk with Meghalaya chief minister. So we all northeastern state, we used to keep with each other almost every day kind of scenario. So it is not about blaming each other.
But the central government has come out and said, Mr. Sharma, the central government has come out and said that there is a foreign hand in it. They've seen proof, they have proof.
I'd not like to comment on any things which will flare up the issue. For me, the spirit of Northeast should alive. It was unfortunate that Congress has divided the states without taking care of maybe the historical fact, maybe the constitutional requirement, and they divided the states in a manner so that we never remain united. We have to fight each other. So that kind of things Congress has played with the people of Northeast. It will take time, but I am sure with the kind of leadership Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah provides to the Northeast, things will resolve. But definitely what had happened on 26, it was not something to celebrate. It was an unfortunate incident. Mizoram has said that they offer their condolence. We have accepted that condolence, and I think it is better for all of us not to post-mortem the incident too much.
Is that now led to newer alliances being reworked upon, because you've sent a delegation to Nagaland, you yourself have met the Meghalaya Chief Minister. Are you trying to make sure that no further damage takes place?
No, actually all these meetings were scheduled. Even with Mizoram meetings were scheduled. When Home Minister visited Northeastern region, he has advised us that before 75th year of independence, you need to settle all these things. So we have talked on 25th, we talked on 24th, we slotted various meetings. But what happened in the border on that day, perhaps it was something which was happening, some tension was happening since September, and somehow it reached climax on that day. It was neither intended, neither planned, because both the police forces were there in eyeball to eyeball position. So it happened. So it is not that Mr. Joramthanga planned it or I planned it. It had happened. So now I don't want to do the post-mortem. So I have left it to the central government that if anything need to be take steps so that no such further things happen. we need to do that. Now Home Ministry has advised us that there should not be fresh deployment of security forces, police in the border. We said yes. I think I am sure that things will be settled down.
Assam government has also gone to the Supreme Court. Do you think the court will be able to provide you a long-term solution given the fact that you're saying it's a problem?
Assam-Nagaland border dispute and Assam-Arunachal border dispute are already in the Supreme Court. At least Supreme Court has given a kind of status quo order. They said that we cannot establish new polling booths in each other territory. In a way, there was a status quo order, and that has helped in restoring peace and normalcy between Assam, Nagaland and Assam, Arunachal. So definitely in interstate disputes, Supreme Court has a constitutional obligation, constitutional roles. And yes, sometimes central government, sometimes Supreme Court, sometimes we among ourselves has to find out some solution, because we both the state belongs to same country and we cannot keep on fighting.
Also, you know, the fact that you had to send your ministers, you had to send Ashok Singhal, you know, to the border because they wouldn't allow the vehicles to really ply. What is the situation right now at the border? How does
right
it stand?
now, today, almost 400 vehicle has gone to state of Mizoram. I sent my minister because it was not logistically possible for Mizoram to send ministers to Guwahati. So I took that step. Then Mizoram ministers has also come to the airport, received our ministers, and somehow we have restored peace. And Union Home Ministry, more particularly Home Minister Amit Shah, has played a big role in restoring the peace. So I hope that this will continue, and while going ahead, we will try to find out some solution.
How do you read what Badruddin Ajmal has said in the matter? He says that he would like to step in, he would like, you know, to get things done. How would you look at this?
I think these are all, I mean, when there is a clash, when there is a conflict, everybody see a role for himself. So that is his own statement. I don't want to react on that, because I don't want to postmortem, and only I believe and I trust that things will not happen again.